Ladies and gentlemen, it's on. Sorry. Hello, YouTubers. This is Noobifier. Today is the 26th of May, 2023. There was an hour-long Star Citizen Live all ships roundtable. It's not round. Jared said it's actually wing-shaped. Here's what you need to know. The vehicle team, like all of them, were on deck. A shout out to Jared for the addition of the Only Constants cool table. The backlit conference table is fantastic and has a future sci-fi kind of feel. We went directly into a discussion with no real intro. They spoke about how the snubs have no quantum drive and why, and it's obvious. They're small parasitic ships. It's part of the balance. We had Ben, John, Mark, Dan, Chris, and Corey. Jared said that they would talk for about an hour about vehicles and answer questions from Spectrum and live chat. Jared asked if there was such a thing as too many ships, and John said no, providing that they don't overlap in their style, in what they do. They confirmed 197 announced ships and buggies was the current mark. Diversity in the ships is done on purpose, with purpose, because not everyone likes the same thing. Jared asked about manufacturer style guides, and then stated that he noticed trends that are still made and followed. John confirmed that in-game manufacturers are clearly based on real car manufacturers. An example was when Porsche, who was exclusively making two-door sports cars, decided to make a four-door and then an SUV, and now that trend is dominating the market. They discussed that sometimes when a concept is being made, the team begins to discuss that it does not work in a specific style guide, and they may change it before launch, and the Vulcan begun as an anvil ship. They confirmed that they were not limited to the current variants for the Fury that we have. They went on a bit of a sidebar. Fury with wings, a Fury salvage that has claws, a racing Fury, and a melee Fury that has spiky knives on it. Spectrum wanted to know how they plan to address the ship backlog. And John said that they've been optimizing the workflow, and they're working towards a state where they may release one capital ship per year, but they need a larger team. But then they said that growing a team like this takes years. So I don't know. I don't feel comfortable about that. They spoke about the Montreal ship team, the new one, and then they said that that's just part of the same big team. Modularity progress, ? John said that they had developed the Hull C, and because of this, testing loading of items to the hull was a thing. John said that there's nothing technically stopping them from developing modularity, but that it's not being worked on. And then someone asked physicalized damage ? Progress ? John said that they're developing this with the physics team, and this is a big one. Other teams are bashing issues with the vehicle teams in a new way, and this is not going to be limited to just vehicle, but it's going to have trickle down to environments and props, meaning that it's not just going to be a ship physicalized damage system. EUPU is working on tractor gameplay, and progress is being made. A size 3 tractor can move a ship, a size 2 tractor can move a large container, and a size 1 tractor can move larger items. John confirmed that the Tally Gold standard is not quite ready for us. The Reclaimer needs a rework, and there's no time provided. Jared went to the Polaris. Is it actually being worked on? They're investigating pre-production, which to me sounds like no. They're not working on it, right? They are aware of how interested we are in having it. They said perhaps soon it might go into production again, but I will say that that does not mean it'll be in production uninterrupted till release, like the BMM and countless other ships. Then John specifically covered this concern by saying that the roadmap does not properly show us when a person is tasked and then retasked elsewhere. He said that it lists that it's being worked on, but that does not actually mean that the person is only working on that as being fully committed to that. Legacy ships that are not ready for components will get a gold standard, and this is something that we've known for like 4 or 5 years. Watching the show, you can really tell that the developers over the years have worked very closely with either Chris or Tony Z because, and that's it. A fun show. Thanks very much for spending your time with me. If you enjoy the breakdowns, please consider subscribing so I can help to keep you up to date. Look out for a contest. I'm going to give away a Polaris. Please consider sharing with a friend or org mate because that really helps a bunch. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.